Hey, I'm Mr. Parka, and you're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Krull. This is part of the VHS retro look from Mill Creek Entertainment, and it's directed by Peter Yates. This movie follows Prince Colwyn, who's on this journey to go and save his young bride from the Beast. And the Beast kidnapped her, and he sends all his, warriors and these alien type creatures and slayers and that after him to stop him from coming after him to try to get the bride back. And along the way the prince has to go and get this magical kind of weapon called the Glaive, and in order to defeat the Beast, but he can't use it until the time is right. And along the way though, he also groups up with these other guys. They come along and they help him out along his adventures. There's a kind of shape-shifting kind of guy changing animals. There's Cyclops. There's a couple warrior guys, one of them being Liam Neeson, a very young Liam Neeson. And it's just, along the way there's just a lot of wacky adventures and different types of places in the movie. And it's definitely a mixture of Lord of the Rings and it's medieval, and then I wouldn't say modern times, but it's a crazy mixture. It's like Star Wars mixed with Lord of the Rings, and kind of has this Princess Bride vibe to it. That's what it kind of feels like watching this. It's that kind of world where it's you have the princesses and the princess, the king, and all that kind of crap. But then there's these weird creatures out there and stuff like that out there. It's kind of like that, There's a lot of these type of movies out there, but this was actually, a lot of fun. I've always had a soft spot for this movie, and I haven't seen it in a while. And getting to see this again, I don't think it lost any charm to it. I paid attention the most probably this time though too. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. Did I think I really liked something in the past and then I like it more now? It's just weird when that happens, and then it's sometimes the opposite. You really like something in the past and then you watch it now and you're like, why did I like that so much? But this I think held up. Especially I like these type of movies. I think you definitely have to at least Star Wars, and maybe at least Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. You have to like one of those. You have to have an imagination. You have to have an open mind, because there's a lot of crazy shit in this, and there's a lot of corny things in this. It's weird. They fight with swords, but then when they hit, it's red or blue lightning kind of thing. And then they have these staffs, but they shoot out kind of like a laser. Like a laser. It's crazy. It's it's just crazy. It's a good time, and I enjoy it. I enjoyed this movie, but there's the guy who changes, who shape. I guess he's a shapeshifter. He's kind of he reads these things and he changes into a tiger or a goose or a dog, and that. He's kind of worthless, but he's fun. He's also kind of a jerk. I believe he was in Willy Wonka. He was the teacher, that asked Charlie how many he bought. He was trying to calculate it, and he's like, oh, I can't calculate that. Let's say you bought this many. He was in this. He was fun. And then the Cyclops guy is. There's a lot of crazy shit, a lot of green screen kind of stuff, or whatever they used back then. There's these horses that when they run, they run so fast, there's fire. And in a way too, it's a little bit, now that I'm talking about it, kind of the Never-Ending Story, with Falcor, because they need to get across in so fast to one place to another. What does that? Oh, these kind of horses, and they get them, and then they go really fast. And then when he needs in Never-Ending Story to get from one point to another really fast, gets on Falcor. It's kind of like that. And it also kind of like reminds you of like Willow, like stuff like that. If you like Willow and Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, those kind of movies, you're definitely gonna dig Krull. It's a fun time, but I think the ending's a little too simple, and you know, I don't want to say what happens, how it happens, but I think it's just defeated too easily. That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, like I said, this is the VHS retro look. As you can tell, looks like the VHS is coming out, and this is pretty cool because, you know, if you look on this side, it has that look to it because that's part of one of the RCAs. Like this was, I guess, part of the RCAs in the past, and that's what they looked like. You could tell they all had this look to it, and like I'm behind the camera, I could see a few of them. Like right now, like Karate Kid 1 and 2 are like this. And that's really cool that they actually went with this, that they kept the same look. That's really cool. And then, of course, here you got like the VHS tape coming out. Pretty cool. On here, though, is just the movie. Again, nothing else. And, you know, in here, you have a different cover. Well, you don't have a different cover. You have the same cover as on here, except, you know, obviously this one's the VHS. Mill Creek did put this out alone just like this, but in the past, but they brought it back out like this with the VHS cover, and they've done that also with I believe they're doing it with the Legend of Billie Jean. In fact, they put that out like Legend of Billie Jean. This is not a review for that, but I'm just thinking they put that out on its own, and then they put it in an 80s pack, and now they're putting it out in one of these. And to be honest, if you don't have that movie yet, if you don't have any of these movies yet, get it with the cool cover, because the other ones are just plain. But they all have the same thing on it. It's just the movie, and you know, whatever. But it's definitely cool. It says even on the back, Excalibur meets Star Wars. I've never actually seen Excalibur, but I can imagine. You know, it's just like this. But I mean, it's a good time. It's fun. There's a lot of, you know, you could tell they had fun with the effects in the movie back then, and the creatures are really cool, especially when the bad guys get killed. Like they crack their heads open, and like this creature, kind of like it's like it screams like ah, like I'm not doing it, you know, but it falls out and like just burrows into the ground, and it's kind of like creepy. It's like holy shit, but really cool. There's like this giant stop motion kind of spider in it that looks, you could see through him. He's like silken looking, very cool looking. I wish they would have had where there was more with him. Like I wish you would have saw him eat somebody or like tie somebody up, but you don't. You just see him. But pretty cool. Always giant spiders in these types of movies too. So if you're not a fan of spiders, be on the lookout for that, or turn your head. I guess you don't want to see the giant spider. But I don't know, it's just it's pretty cool. A lot of, like I said, mystical and mythical creatures in this, and different places, and there's, you know, things at every turn that are ready to kill you at any moment. And a lot of fun characters, a lot of likable characters, and it's a fun time. I guess I talked it up enough, and you know, I don't think you're going to be let down with Krull. And like I said, this edition just has the movie on it, but again, you're getting this for the slipcover, and that's all you need. I forgot to say that it actually really did sound good too, and the picture looked very good as well. I thought it, for Blu-ray, it looked, you know, Mill Creek, they do a good job, but I think sometimes it's like not as good as it could be. And I think with this, the Blu-ray looked really good. And I think it sounded good, at least on my end. And like I said in other reviews, I watch with captions on. This doesn't have captions, but I can hear everything fine. And I don't have surround sound, so when I watch a movie, it's just speakers from the TV. And if I say I can hear everything fine, and you know, over explosions and all that, then you know, that's good. I don't, you know, you don't need surround sound for this movie. So that's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think you'll be able to hear everything fine. So yeah, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. If you're interested in getting this, I'll put a link below. and also a trailer, and you could check the trailer out. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.